As our rangers round the bend, see the familiar sight of the black SUVs parked out front the smaller but still ritzy residence in Kotaro Hills. What do you guys do?
Well, we're going to get out of the car, aren't we, guys? We're going to go to a secluded location. Start off with. If there any like place where we're completely out of sight, no cameras, no people.
Woods.
There's like places where you can go. Like these houses are more spread out, and there's a lot of foliage and stuff. So there's places where you could go and hide. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll head to the woods then, and hide in that particular location. So we're quite like not far away from where we need to go next.
Okay.
So we'll head out of the car.
There.
Yep, and we're there. So you ready, guys? I think it's time to get a little more suited for this kind of event. Okay.
Let's go.
It's morphin' time.
Camera zooms in.
Oh, does everyone remember the order?
And now I'm second or first. No, second.
Yeah,
I'm
alright, sorry. Spinosaurus.
Pterodactyl.
Triceratops.
Parasaurolophus.
Saber-toothed tiger.
And with a flash, you guys are all armored up in your morphin gear as you have morphed up, ready to go and approach this residence. So you guys are morphed up. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Okay, guys. If we do this right, we can sneak in, take a few guys out, and see what's going on. So I'm gonna try and go like in an indirect way, so that I'm not in the line of sight until the very last moment.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and go to more like the side of the house and like keep like basically roadie run. So I'm just like
there is a fence around the house, but there's a smaller yard here, so like you can still see the house, but you can run kind of like along the fence if you'd like.
Okay.
I mean,
you
guys could jump the fence. I mean, with your ridiculously jumping abilities as a ranger, you could jump over the fence if you want to.
Yeah, I would like to jump on the roof of the house quietly on the side where they would not be able to see me yet and take aim.
Okay. Go ahead and make an infiltration check for me.
Oh, this will go well.
And that's what the streak ends.
Let me see what the difficulty is going to be on this. I don't think it's going to be super difficult, but let me check.
Well, with how great we're doing with our rolls.
Oh, recently.
Doing great today.
Besides Evie. Evie's doing great.
Yesterday in game I sucked. Today I'm doing great.
I've been consistently bad.
Difficulty is only going to be a 10.
Okay.
Do this.
3.
I mean, that's a 1, so you could use a story point to reroll.
Yeah,
I
go on,
think.
Em. Yeah, do a story
Technically
Yeah,
it is
I
one.
would use a story
Reroll.
point.
Yeah,
I would use a story
up.
point.
Excellent.
Okay, we now
Let's
have
do this
eight.
again.
Come on, green. We need some green.
Please.
22!
Yes.
Look at that! You went from a 1 to a 20.
Lightning bolt!
There we go.
Critical
Oh, wait, wrong
success. Critical success. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, like, if there's any narrative element rolling a critical success on this, if there's any like kind of a tactical advantage, other than you got the high ground and you got a kind of quiet position on the roof, what would you? Is there anything else that you would?
I'd want to do it in such a way that the people inside the house would also not know someone just landed on their roof.
Done. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So then I would just kind of peek over the end and take aim with the power bow and ready to go once it starts going down.
So Will has found a perch on the roof very quietly. Like you guys, like Will just kind of disappeared and then you notice the Pink Ranger standing on the roof.
Right. Evelyn, you head inside. Me and Beatrix are gonna head round to the front for a surprise attack.
Okay.
Inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Jump over.
Like inside the house? Or like inside
back
the
door.
yard?
Inside the yard, then inside the house.
Yeah, let's go to the back door.
Okay.
Before we start punching and shooting, should we confirm these are actually bad guys?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just like
Let them take the
guy?
first swing.
yeah.
Let
Yeah.
them do something bad first.
Yes.
Okay.
But we're ready.
I'm gonna walk around with Beatrix and be like, "Hi guys, how's it going?"
So you guys walking around fully morphed Power Rangers, just casually
Sup?
chilling out. Dylan and Evie hopping the fence in the backyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Not
trying
trying
to
to
go
be
through the back
sneaky or
door.
trying to be sneaky.
Well, I mean, I can try.
Okay. You guys can both make infiltration checks for me. Difficulty's only going to be, I think it was 10. Yeah, difficulty's 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can reroll that. No, can you? No, you can't.
I can't wait to find out how Dylan fails so badly.
Dylan.
Mhm.
It's only a failure, so it's not like a critical failure
Yeah.
or anything. So you're just not as sure-footed as the rest of the group, and you actually, like, when you hop over the fence, they had like a little koi pond back there, and you like splash one of your boots, like, goes into the koi pond. All the fish kind of scatter, and you just make this loud splashing noise as that occurs. Beatrix and Arthur, as you guys are walking around the bend and kind of like strolling up, and you're fully all four of the security personnel look at, like, just turn their heads in unison towards you, and then you guys hear in the background a splash, and then they all they just look over.
I'm a ninja.
They look over the shoulder, and then they turn back around, like it's almost like whatever, and look back at you two, and then they start to turn their formation. Instead of like guarding the house, they start to shift and to be like all four of them stand like shoulder to shoulder, like as if they're like blocking your approach.
I'm gonna jump at them and be like, "Let's see who's behind those glasses," and take the glasses off.
You can jump and take the glasses off.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you like grab the glasses of this one and pull them off, and you look, and there's normal eyes there. It smiles at you, and you see this little flash of yellow. It's like, and it just starts to like laugh. Oh, you're gonna go for a punch?
I'm gonna go for a punch because I have
here's what I need everybody to do. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
So here's what I'd like you guys to do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move you to a new map. Now I'm gonna have to do a lot of tweaking on this map because you guys did something that the adventure doesn't like suspect you to do, which is, you know, they only gave me a map of like the front area where this is taking place. They didn't give me a map of the whole house. So you guys can click on your tokens first, and you can click the morph button, so that way you can morph your character into their suits And then after I pull this turn order up, then you can roll your initiative. And I'm hoping that Roll20 fixed it to automatically add you guys to the turn order. If you have your token selected, it should shift it over.
I forgot to morph again. Oh, there we go.
Weird. Why did it do that?
It did not do the thing.
It didn't do the
Yeah,
thing?
it didn't do the thing for me.
Okay. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and
Initiative. There you go. So no specialization, no skill shift. Difficulty? 0.
Yep, difficulty 0. I'm gonna just add these turns.
Normal.
Add
You and me both got
Come
exactly
on!
1.
Arthur with a 1. Beatrix with a
Evie is
4.
ready.
Evie with a 17.
I'm a ninja, you guys.
Will,
Wait, can I
Evie
use
is
this?
about this. She's like, I've got this done. This day is
Am
in
I-
the bag.
Am I able to use a story point because I rolled a 1? How many do we have?
Yeah. We have 8.
Yeah, you can use a story point if you'd like.
Yes.
Dylan with a 16.
Is it auto snag, isn't it?
If you don't have
Yep.
if you don't have a point in initiative, yes, you do have to roll with a snag. Yeah. I'll get you guys in first, and then I'll roll initiative for these guys. Up to a 6.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, there isn't a really quick way of doing this. I'm going to see if this will let me do it this way. I'm just going to have these guys kind of roll the same initiative here. I shouldn't have done that. It's a 3. I rolled difficulty, so add these guys to the turn order. Get you guys going, and we'll be ready to go. They rolled very poorly.
Yeah.
You guys definitely caught them off guard.
Is there anything like a surprise round since I was already aiming at them?
I remember surprise. Surprise just means that the people don't go on the first turn. I would say that surprise is negated because of Arthur's approach and
Yes.
snatching sunglasses off the face. In this instance, if you would have just taken a
Also,
shot before they approached, I would have given
escalating
you
real quickly.
escalating real quickly. That's right. So the way that this is going to work, I'm going to put some music on first. Let's put this music on instead. That'll give us some more. Something a little bit more action-packed. So, Evie, you're on the back. You're approaching the back door. You're first. What do you want to do? Like you really don't know what's going on in the front.
No, so I assume that my part here is to go inside and check that like there's people and people are safe. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go in the back door and try to check to see if the family is inside and make sure that they are safe.
Okay. You approach the back door. The back door is locked.
What kind of lock is it?
Standard house.
Is it one of those digital locks?
I would say it's more like standard lock and key.
No. Okay.
Mm.
Can I try and, I guess, pick the lock? Can I do the credit card trick? I don't know. How do
Try
I
the
get
credit
a
card
door
trick.
open?
Sure.
Sure. I'll
Let's
try
see.
and like
Why
slide
not?
my credit card in the door.
Why not? Let's see
I
what
can pop
skills.
it open.
Let's see what skills would be used for this side. This is. I mean, it's not technically stealth, but I would say this is infiltration because you're trying to infiltrate, a structure or building. So go ahead and roll an infiltration check to see if you can somehow bypass the lock on the back door.
A difficulty of
Difficulty is going to be an 11.
yeah, I did it.
Scoring
Yeah!
a perfect amount.
I'm sorry
Man.
right now.
Evie, you're like, I saw this in a movie one time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You pick at the lock, and that I would say that would be like your main action would be to unlock the door and open it, and your like fast action was kind of like to run up your movement. I don't know how many free actions you have based on your speed. What's your
2? My speed is 5.
The speed's 5, yeah. So you have 2 free actions. I would say one is probably like getting the credit card out to like fidget with the door. I didn't know if there was one other thing you wanted to do.
I don't know where I keep my credit card and my Power Rangers too, but we'll figure, you know, it just manifests.
It's on your belt somewhere.
It's in hammer space. It's fine. Yeah, I just want to go in and like look around, I think.
Okay, yeah, you'll be able to do that on your next turn.
Yeah.
As you open up the doorway. Dylan, as your leg is a little wet and damp from the koi pond, you can see that your comrade ahead of you has gotten the door open with a credit card.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow, you know.
Okay, so
And
you use your
Try
movement.
to shake the water off of my leg as I go.
Okay, free action to do that, sure. You can approach and you can get just inside the door since basically Evie like pushed it open and you're just like right there and you sneak right inside the door. That's your whole movement. And as the door opens, you can hear a yelp coming from like down the hall and to the right. It sounds like a dog barking.
Oh.
At least we know the dog's okay.
So technically you still have your slow action, your main action left.
Yeah,
if you can trade it to take another move if you want to kind of like run more.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, where are you headed? You can see like there's a hallway.
Or where I heard the bark.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you head on down, you run, and you look around the corner where there's a dog like sitting on a bed, just like barking towards the direction in which you're coming from. And there is a woman like sitting there on the edge of the bed, kind of shocked to see you as she turns around. She looks... Power Ranger? In my house?
Hi!
Well, hi! And the dog's still barking and growling. What are you doing here? How'd you get in my house?
Back door?
Oh, right. What's happening?
There's like bad guys, we think, in front of your house, and we're trying to take care of it.
Oh. Okay. She just doesn't really know what to say. She's like astonished. And that'll probably be the end of your turn, Dylan, as you run in and you confront. Arthur, you said you wanted to punch somebody.
Yep.
Okay. I would say based off of these where these people are standing, like you had run up and you had like tried to take the sunglasses off of one of these folks. So I'd say you're like right up there.
Yep.
Will's more like back here up on top of the house, and Dylan is inside the house. Beatrix would probably be right about there where she is on the map. What do you want to do?
Well, like I said, I was startled because I have a hang up when it comes to clowns. So since he's clown-esque, I'm just gonna be like, just like a reaction, just like straight punch the guy in the face.
Got you. Does your having that as does it add like any kind of mechanical penalty to your attacks or anything like that? Knowing in the back of your mind that this could be potentially be a clown.
Yeah, probably yes, because it probably will come with a snag.
Okay.
But yeah, so
sure.
I guess it's a might. It's a punch with brawl, specialization, nope. Shift change. Sorry, skill shift change, nope. Difficulty.
Difficulty on these guys to do brawl checks. Let me double check their character sheet really fast.
Real quick.
Difficulty is a 13.
Ooh, 13.
And I apologize, Twitch. I'm going to go ahead and put the map on. I forgot to switch over my OBS overlay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you guys will be able to see what's going on.
What's up, man?
Whoa!
Hey!
Critical success!
Nice.
The instinct punch lands. Excellent. So basically with critical success, you can choose to do an additional point of damage. You can have some kind of other narrative benefit that you choose, as long as it makes sense.
Because obviously he's supposed to be like clown-like. If I punch him, would his disguise disappear?
His nose honks.
Actually, yes. As you punch him right in the face, he actually goes flying backwards. The impact of this punch, you and your whole morphin gear, you slam into his face. He goes flying back, slams onto the ground, and that's when you see his form begin to shift. And I'm gonna show you what he looks like when his shift forms, as I got to choose a side of this multi-sided token. As you see a familiar putty patroller.
Putties!
Laying there, and it has like the little clown ruffles around its neck. As it goes like this, and it starts to struggle a little bit, then flashes with yellow energy, and disappears.
Oh my god, these guys are putties, and they're wearing clown outfits. I didn't think I could hate these guys more.
Oh. Gross.
Beatrix, is up to you.
Yep. And that does bring us to Beatrix.
I'm gonna move up to the first buddy patrol, and I'm gonna make an attack with my power sight.
Okay, so you would need to use one of your free actions to call your power sights to you. So that, and then you use your move action to kind of approach, and then you can make your attacks.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will use my triple strike as well.
Okay.
If I hit, I think it's if I hit, right?
No, I think you can use it regardless. The way it does work, though, is the third strike has to be kind of an unarmed thing. So it'd be like scythe, elbow, headbutt, kick, whatever you want to do on your third one. You know, it's like this really quick.
Difficulty is 13, right?
Difficulty is 13. That's correct.
Okay.
Oh!
Yes!
What is this?
Finally!
So we're saving all our good rolls for combat.
That's what I needed.
So, with the critical success, you're going to take this guy out. Do you want to describe how you take him out?
I'm just gonna slash at him with my side, and I want his like his arm or his leg or something like fly off to another direction.
Oh gosh!
In a buddy form, like, no, you don't get my friends, you monstrous little putty.
Yeah, and the putty form appears as this thing goes tumbling and sparks fly out. A little puff of smoke from the impact, and a bunch of juggling balls just fall down and start rolling all around on the ground. And this one is also defeated, but you still have movement left, and you said you were doing your triple strike. So technically you could move over to that next guy, and you could use your second triple strike and your unarmed if you need to.
Yes, I will use my unarmed on. I'll just do it as a part of the same triple strike, like do this side and then move towards the guy to do my 2 hand attacks.
Sure. Well, you can make another scythe attack on this one, since you already got your weapons in your hand. So this is your second hand, as you just like carving through as you move across these guys. Same roll, same exact roll.
We'll see if this does it. Nope.
You slip a little bit on one of those bouncing balls, the juggling balls, and it causes your strike to miss. But you still have your unarmed that you can make if you want to make an unarmed brawl attack. Same difficulty, 13, on the same guy.
Indeed. To do that.
Which hits. You slam into this one, and you see like all of a sudden his form starts to change, and you see that familiar putty face as the yellow eyes flash, and it stumbles back, and you see a bunch of plates kind of like fall around it and shatter onto the ground. And then it falls to the ground and flashes with yellow energy and disappears.
Gross.
Nice.
I think that would be your whole turn. Will, you're up on the roof.
Okay.
You can see there's one standing like looming there, starting to move in like a different way. Like it starts moving its shoulders like weird like this. It still looks like a security guard, but it's going like this and standing there. and looking towards Beatrix.
I am gonna unleash the arrow.
All right. You were aiming, I believe.
Yep. And then Sharpshooter's Grace gives me +2 upshift.
Nice. This is a different difficulty, though. Let me pull
Okay.
up the difficulty for yours. This is only a 12 for you.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
and I still failed.
One.
So just at the last minute, like the way this creature is starting to move has surprised you for just a moment, and the arrow kind of just strikes into one of those fence posts behind the enemy. It looks up, and then you can start to hear the sound as it's like moving back and forth. It still looks like the security guard, but it's just this weird sound that's happening.
I would use my remaining movement if I could to jump off the house.
And I apologize. These guys were supposed to go on 3, but for some reason they got deleted from the initiative order. So I'm going to just say this guy goes and runs up to Beatrix. On his way running up, you see his form shift and change into that familiar putty patroller as it steps up. And does like a little like almost like somersault flip in the air, and then comes down with like both arms on top of Beatrix and tries to slam into Beatrix.
Ooh.
So weird looking.
Let me double click on this and see if it gives me the right character sheet now. It's not giving me the right. Let me go back to my character sheet really fast. Get my Putty Patroller sheet to make sure that I'm doing the. Alright, yeah. It doesn't get any of its benefits. It is, however, trained in martial arts. What's the difficulty? What's your you seeing this attack coming, Beatrix? You could either use your evasion or your toughness while you're morphed. So which one are you using?
So my toughness, my evasion would be also +10, so 15, right?
Yeah, it'd be 15. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll use my evasion.
Evasion, so difficulty is 15 on the strike from the putty. Normal roll. Let's see how it does. Misses. So it goes to try to slam into you, and you just kind of dodge out of the way. And the putty standing next to you, just moving in that weird shifty movements that it has. Bringing us back to the top of the order with Evie in the house.
Evie's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Dylan already talked to the lady. I guess I'll take a look around as I'm running like through to the front door to see if there's anybody else in the house.
As you take a look around the house, you're looking around. You don't see anybody else in the house. Looks like a pretty nice residence. Small, but nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see there's lots of pictures on the wall of a woman with a teenage daughter, and then lots of pictures of Clementine, the familiar fluffy dog.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. All right, then I'll just like look at the lady and be like, just stay inside so you're safe, and then I'm gonna go out the front door.
Before you like walking towards the front door, you notice there is a desk in a kind of like a front office area, and there seems to be an open laptop on the desk that you kind of recognize.
Does this lady work?
It looks like standard issue Emigrant Tech laptop.
I immediately change gears to go over there. Like, I'm just gonna borrow your laptop real quick.
So the Teal Ranger runs into the office, snaps the laptop closed, and grabs it. Honestly, I would say that the woman is down the hall a little bit where Dylan is and doesn't even realize what's going on. So you can shout it, but you're running forward. It seems like Dylan, from what you're looking at, the lady is like kind of like grabbing a bag really quickly, just like a little handbag that she had like sitting next to her door in her room. So Evie, you picked up the laptop.
Is there? is there like a key card or anything nearby as well? I'm gonna look through this room and see if there's anything I can use.
Okay, let's do a roll then. Let's do
that's my action.
Let's go for your alertness roll.
Oh god. Okay.
And the difficulty on this is going to be a 12 since it's happening very quickly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have auto summon now? Nope.
Don't see a key card, but you do definitely have the laptop in your hands.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll just leave the room.
Okay. Leaving the room, and you said you were heading for the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's just right down the hall. You can see the door. You kind of get right to the door at the end of your turn. And then Dylan, that brings us to you.
Okay, miss, ma'am, just stay here, be safe. We'll take care of it, okay?
Okay, I mean, you're a Power Ranger. Of course you can take care of it, right?
Yeah! And I just run for the front door.
Yeah, the dog's still barking at you as you run towards the front door. Dylan, you get right to the front door, and you guys are inside, so you open up the front door and see that the rest of your ranger group has pretty much, like, annihilated this group of security guards. And there's only one that seems to be just, like, bobbing around Beatrix right now and trying to, like, smack her, but she's just too quick for the creature. And you do have like a free action if you wanted to like call your sword to your hand or anything like that you could use it for. If you could call your blade dagger as well if you wanted your bladed dagger to be called to your anything you'd want to use with that would be fine.
I'm gonna go for the blade blaster.
Okay, perfect.
And try to shoot
the
putty.
You can do that. Yeah. So you're going to be making a roll on this. And the difficulty on this is going to be a 12.
This is gonna go great.
So with a blaster fire, you see the Will, from your position, all of a sudden you see this like laser shoot from the front porch area and just totally go over top of the putty patroller's head. Striking like a tree in the distance, you see this flash and then a little bit of smoke.
Sorry, tree, I'm sorry.
And that will bring us to Arthur's turn.
Right, I'm gonna go straight over to the putty patroller and get out my blade blaster and put it to its dagger mode and strike at the putty against its like waist.
Excellent. You got it. Difficulty is going to be a 13.
Okie dokie. 13. No.
Strikes. True.
Yeah.
And with a slash, the putty patroller just seems to like fly into the air with a blast of sparks and lands on the ground with a couple rolls. You see the flash of familiar yellow energy as the putty patroller is defeated and falls to the ground, taking us out of initiative order for this combat.
Dang, these creatures are so annoying.
I would run over to the van and see if I can open the door where those guys should be.
Yep. You open up the door and see that there are basically tied up and gagged Emigrant Tech security personnel in the back of each SUV.
Yeah, I'll go to the other SUV. So we're working on getting them free at the same time.
Just doing a little victory dance because she got the laptop. She's really excited about that laptop. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah.
I go and assist Will. Sorry, no.
I wouldn't undo their hands just yet. I would undo the gags and ask them what happened.
Oh, it's the Power Rangers. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. We were stationed here to to protect Miss Lopez in the midst of her daughter's disappearance. We were doing our jobs. We were just staying here, making sure she was safe, and then all of a sudden, this vehicle came up with polka dots, and all these clowns started to get out and approach us, and they just attacked us.
I come over and be like, what has that got to do with your company? Why are you protecting this woman?
We honestly really don't know. I mean, we've got other people that are looking, and the police are on it too, but we're here to make sure that she stayed safe. Thank goodness you guys showed up.
So to help, we need to know what you know.
And also,
Yeah,
we need your security badge.
You need my security badge.
Yeah.
I mean,
Trust me, it will help.
Yeah.
what is it? What is it that you need to know? Can you I think these are really tight. Can you take them off?
I'll go up and take him off, and as I say it, I think Rita might be wanting something at your company, and if so, the last thing we want is for her to get it.
Well, I mean, I just work security detail, so I'm not sure how much I can offer you on the insides of the company. But if Rita's involved, I know you guys will be able to stop it, right?
We can't do it alone. We need you to help.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't, who there can, and get us in touch with them, please.
Well, I think that, maybe Miss Lopez has some ideas on how to help. I mean, she works on the inside, so she might be able to help us.
Okay, let's get everyone inside. We can discuss this in full with her, as well as figure out what our next move will be.
Yeah.
We all head.
One of the other security guys, I'm like, wow, the Power Rangers. He nudges his other friend. We just got saved by the Power Rangers.
Are y'all all accounted for?
Evie 100% is like, you guys, I'm starting to think we could just like walk into Immigrant Tech like this and just like do whatever we wanted.
Yeah, but remember not to take advantage, like, when we don't need to, we shouldn't use it for
Personal gain.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
this isn't
We can't,
personal
like, go in to
gain.
investigate this. We could just walk in and like look around.
Yes,
and
but
stuff.
remember the no personal gain thing. Like, I know you sometimes get a bit, excited about stuff, and I know it sucks that you can't do, whatever you want, but just keep that in mind, okay? Leave that for later when you free time stuff.
I go up to Evelyn. I go up to Evelyn and be like, Teal, what'd you find?
What?
So, Teal, what did you find? You're on a computer.
Oh yeah, I got one of the laptops, so I can use that to like hack into their security system.
We may not need to
Maybe
hack.
we
She may
won't
just
That's
let
what
us
I'm
in.
saying. I might just put
Honestly,
it back. but-
Evie, you notice something as soon as you look at that laptop. There's something visible that just came in on the screen. It looks like some kind of message is popped open on the laptop.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. There is a strange picture. Looks like an autographed photograph. There's a clown on the picture with kind of bright yellow hair that's straight, hanging down to both sides, bright big red nose, painted face, little red cap on top. And it's holding its jacket like this, and it's smiling with this pose as it looks on the photograph. And it says, Miss Lopez, your child, Funhouse, or else. Signed, Pineapple.
I take a look at what Evelyn's looking at on the screen. Oh,
Me
great! Now
too.
clowns to get into politics.
What?
Politics? I don't know.
We have to go
That's
to this
just
fun house.
horrible, like, sentence structure. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Should we question the
Kids
mom?
have all been in politics.
Well, I mean, we should, talk to Miss Lopez, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go over to her. Miss Lopez, did you see this message?
Show her the message.
Yeah, turn the laptop around.
She like all the color like almost removes from her face. Like she goes very pale. It's like, oh, where else?
Pineapple.
Where else? What?
Don't worry, Miss Lopez. Leave this to us. We'll find out what's happened to your son, and we'll take him back.
Daughter.
Oh, sorry, daughter.
Yeah, you guys get the idea.
I
that this
mean,
is the
same.
this is the single mom of the high school student that went missing, Maya Lopez.
Didn't we free
So-
two of them?
They're
Not her.
friends,
Well,
essentially,
just
but not
the
her.
cardboard
Oh, okay.
people.
Yeah, okay, you got it.
Miss Lopez, what's a pineapple? Why are they asking you to find pineapple?
No. That clown is Pineapple, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
the idea that Pineapple is the name of the clown in the photograph.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the funhouse code for something though?
She kind of looks.
Is there a
funny.
House here?
Are they talking about the one in the pier?
I assumed so.
Yeah,
I
I
just
assumed
didn't know
so.
if that was a reference to something because like a lot of the kids that have been taken were people who were the kids of people who worked at Immigrant. So I don't know if there's something you guys are working on that would interest outside sources. But
Well, she kind of sits down in a chair over by her where her office space is, sighs deeply, and says, well, just a little while ago, not maybe a few months ago, during some sort of outskirts archaeological dig, we found a some kind of vehicle. We think it might have been otherworldly.
Vehicle.
Like
Yeah,
a
like
spaceship?
I guess.
yes, like
Yeah,
like a
that.
spaceship.
mm-hmm.
Do you have any
It was
images of this?
it was badly damaged and buried when it was recovered. And the surprising thing is the technology is just so advanced, but
Where
it's
is it?
thousands of years old.
Where is it at Immigrant?
Currently, it was moved to Emigrant Tech. Yes.
Yeah. That's what they want. That's
We've-
Rita's ship.
That's not going to drop to any conclusions. Do you have any pictures of it?
Well,
I mean, you can find the pictures that we have on our storage on our computer systems. I don't have any photographs of it here. No.
If we wanted access to this ship, could you secure that?
I mean, I could, but I'm going to be honest, it's in really bad shape. I mean, the technology is amazing, but none of it really works. We've still been, I mean, my job was just research and development on it.
Okay.
First, go ahead.
Can you give us a USB with the pictures on it? And we want to make sure that we're able to identify it when we need to.
Yeah, for the Power Rangers, of course.
We're going to do our best to save your child, but we'll be in touch because we may need to see that ship in person.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, first things first. We're gonna go save the kids. And then we're gonna, make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. By, making sure
Okay, guys.
that the
Let's get
ship
this.
is safe.
Let's take these images and head back to the command center. I'm sure we should probably report our findings.
I think we should just go to the fun house, actually.
Bowswater
Yeah.
might know what we're up against.
Well, we can just let him know we are communicators, because I feel like kids are on a timer.
Yeah.
But if it's otherworldly, surely Zordon will know the ship.
But the ship isn't a threat right now. These clowns
Yeah.
in the funhouse are.
All right then, guys. Let's get. So let's take the USB and head to the funhouse then.
Okay. Yeah. So she takes a moment. She starts uploading some images. Evie kind of looking over her shoulder. You can see these images are coming in, and it's very fascinating. I mean,
Oh yeah.
There's some really cool tech that's being brought in. It does look like whatever it is, it's nothing that you've ever seen before, but it's really beat up, and you can tell why this was definitely kept a secret and confidential all this time. But yeah, she puts them on a drive for the Power Rangers, of course, and hands over the drive to you, Evie.
I'll give her back her laptop.
She like takes it for a moment, and Evie's hands are still like gripped around it for a couple of minutes. Thank you.
All right, Rangers,
The
let's head
solution
out.
to the problem I was up all night worrying about, but we don't need to do it anymore. But still.
Okay, Rangers, let's head out. So I'm just gonna start making my way out the door and start trying to go to find out where the fun house is.
Okay, so the fun house is on the like opposite side of town by the beach.
Teleports.
So
Yeah.
you guys can teleport.
and then we can
Yeah.
leave the USB and just head out.
We do have to come back for my car later, though.
Yeah, Evie's
Yeah.
car's parked
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll do that after the fun house.
Yeah, that's a
thing.
later problem. I just want to like make a mental note that we cannot just leave my car sitting on this street for eternity.
All right, guys, prepare to teleport. And I press the communicator.
Okay, you press to communicate. You guys all find a spot that is secluded, and you guys, with the flashes of your colored energies, teleport to where? Where exactly?
I
do you
wouldn't
wanna
say like
teleport
directly to the fun house.
Command
Maybe to the beach, like
center, or-
near the pier.
Near the pier.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys will know
Fun
that there are
house.
some like places like within the pier area that you guys can teleport to without a problem. And I believe that did we establish that this was Saturday?
I don't
Because
know.
yesterday was Friday.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Well, that
it
would
be
make
Saturday.
sense
I
then.
think well, I can't remember if we said it was Friday when they disappeared or if it was Thursday when they disappeared, and then you guys got notice of it Friday,
I
and then you slept.
think
got
on
notice
it.
of
it was
Friday.
I think that's what we
Thursday,
were
and
doing.
we found
Yeah.
out. Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But you guys flash to the pier and teleport there, and the surprising thing when you get to the pier is you can hear the sounds of what sounds like a jovial, fun atmosphere. It sounds like you're at some type of fair. But the one thing that gets to you is screams. Hearing crowds of people screaming. And it doesn't sound like happy screaming. Because all of a sudden this chorus begins to la 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 in the background of my music for some reason. You got your music on, I've got my fair music on. People are screaming in like panic and in terror. And they are running from the sort of edge of the pier where some of you would know, especially those of you who grew up in Angel Grove, this would be the location of the funhouse.
Okay, I'm gonna charge straight in and from
Towards
where
there.
the people are running from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent.
Running.
You guys start to approach the funhouse, and then you see this mass of fleeing people. It seems to be like you're going against the grain. Like all these people are running by you. You see a couple like bump into you. One stops. Oh, whoa, the Power Rangers! And then begins to like tear off and just run away. I'm so glad they're here. And they start like panicking and running away. You see a scene that plays out in front of the playhouse. There's a group of clowns. Some of them are juggling or performing on stilts, with others who are dancing with life-size cardboard cutouts. One clown in particular with wild blonde hair wearing a bright red derby hat, red nose, and red suspenders with a giant green tie seems to suddenly turn and become very aware of you, catching eyes with all of you as this crowd of people moves among the ranger group as they approach. And then it speaks and it yells towards you. It says, "Don't frown, my fellow clowns. Turn your frown upside down. Get them!" And points towards all of you. and you see all the clowns start to look at you, juggling, balancing things, and they look like they've got rage in their eyes.
I'm gonna pull out my blade blaster.
Okay.
Get my sight ready.
Okay.
My saber.
You got your, you guys all like call your weapons to you as you're standing there.
Mhm.
The crowd is kind of like pushing around, so it's weird. There's a weird environment here, though. You're afraid if you try to like take a shot at these guys from your distance, there's innocent bystanders kind of in the way at this current moment. You're going to have to wait a little bit while longer. You feel like before you or get engaged with these guys to ensure the safety of the innocents around you. But yeah,
I'm gonna try and jump over to see if I can get into the middle of them, so I can begin to sort of like divert them away from the people that are running away.
okay. Yeah, you're still a little bit of distance away from these guys, so you're able to jump, and your Power Ranger jump allows you to jump way over the crowd. You land a little bit past some of the ones that are coming off. You're not close enough to be engaged with any of these clowns yet, but you're getting closer as you approach. What about the rest of you? Anybody doing anything?
I think Evie's
Yeah,
just
I'm
doing what she
gonna
can to try
follow.
and direct people to safety.
Yeah, okay, so
I'll follow Arthur's example and jump.
you're jumping a little bit ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll jump in ahead as well.
Okay, Beatrix jumps ahead. Will?
Slowly moving forward, keeping an eye out for anything that's trying to sneak past me.
Okay, you got it. So, in this circumstance, what I'd like to do is I'd like Will to go ahead and make a alertness roll. Since you said you were looking. The rest of you just seem to jump without issue kind of over the crowd and start to land in a thinned out area beyond the large crowd that's running by. Evie, you see somebody trip and fall, and you help them up to their feet and kind of move them along and say, hurry up,
Yeah, I'm
get out
trying
of
to
here.
just make sure the crowd moves out of the way safely and quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. The difficulty on the alertness, because there's a crowd here, is going to be a 12. Are you making that roll, Will?
Is it no? Did you ask me to, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were saying that you were like, looking to make sure nobody was like sneaking up. Like,
Sorry, I thought you were waiting on Arthur.
No,
I'm like,
you're
oh.
okay. No, they're all just kind of jumping forward. They don't need to really make a roll because of the ridiculous jumping
Yeah.
rules that Power Rangers have.
Alertness. You said 12, right?
Be a 12, yes. Okay.
6.
So you're looking around, the crowd is just so dense, you can't really see around you that much. The one thing that Arthur, Beatrix, and Dylan notice, though, as they land, they kind of do that, like, little 3-point stance landing with your weapons, like, out and ready. And you look up very quickly with all your helmets flash at once, like, looking up towards your foes in front of you. A little bit, still not engaged range with you, but you can definitely see that they're getting prepared for an incoming attack. You notice that the one with the green suspenders has an individual with them, not a cardboard cutout. It looks like a man in a suit, and he's like struggling, like pulling this guy, and starts laughing and drags this guy into the funhouse. And then appearing like behind where he was standing, you see a mime, and the mime's going like this. And goes, and then does this. It goes, and then goes like this. Slowly looks at you all. Starts to kind of like walk towards you like this. Moves his arm back swiftly. Then pretends to what seems to be roll a bowling ball.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring out my blade blaster and just shoot. Ah, creepy!
Before you can do that, let's see.
We're gonna have to somehow dodge an invisible bowling ball.
Okay, let me make a roll real quick.
This is an invisible fireball.
It is totally an invisible bowling ball that's coming at you.
Isn't that the worst menace?
Mime ball. Okay, here we go. It has an ability called Mime Ball that it's going to initiate combat with you with. So it's going to use the attack uses its performance skill. It is specialized with Mime Ball. No skill change. Okay, so here's what it's just like one attack roll. So who has the lowest this would be evasion or toughness. You can try to evade it or you can use your toughness. Your choice.
Minus 15.
I'm gonna tough it out.
What would that make
Yeah,
yours?
I'm gonna tough it out.
15.
15?
19.
19. Okay, so I'll use
Plus the fact
15
that I have
as my difficulty
fact-
base.
Does my hang up affect anything?
Not for this.
Okay.
That was weird. Didn't roll. Yes, it's specialized. Submit. No change. Submit. Difficulty 15. Yes. Submit.
They want you to mime the
roll.
I mean, oh, no. The character sheet is broken. It won't let me make the roll. Oh. Let me try this one. I think something's goofed up with this character sheet.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This is the same.
Open.
Let me see. This is the same roll.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, so I only rolled a 12, so that means all of you avoid this. You jump out of the way. Those of you that tried to tough it out, you feel this strange force bump into your shin. There's nothing there, but it felt like there was a force that bumped into your shin. And you look down and you look back up and the mime goes like this. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Proficiency Power.
Oh man.